If you would like the opportunity to win a Force FX lightsaber, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments what your all-time favorite saber is. The concept of the Rule of Two that was established by the Sith Lord Darth Bane around 1,000 years before the events of A New Hope was nearly destroyed at its dawn. All that Darth Bane had created was nearly disassembled, only 4 Sith Lords into the process. One powerful Sith apprentice believed that Bane had been incorrect about the amount of Sith Lords in the galaxy at one time, believing that there should be more than simply 2 of them. This Sith apprentice desired to fall back into the old ways of the Sith Empire and have hundreds, if not thousands of Dark Lords at any given time. Today, we will explore the full story of this Sith Lord and what eventually happened to them. This is the story of Darth Millennial. The Sith apprentice of Bane's own chosen apprentice, Darth Cognis, discovered a male mutant that had the distinctive and powerful third eye of the ancient Sith Lords. Normally, the third eye meant that the Sith could look far into the future and predict the future extremely accurately. It was because of this third eye that Cognis desired to train this individual as a Sith Lord, as she believed the eye, as well as his natural affinity with the dark side of the Force, allowed him to receive a clear vision of the future. It was known by the ancients that a Dark Lord with 3 eyes had a secret strength possessed by none other. This male mutant was deemed Darth Millennial by Cognis, and he then underwent the training of a Sith Lord, being trained by Cognis for decades in the ways of the Sith Empire. However, several years into his training, Millennial gained the belief that the Rule of Two Sith was incorrect, and that the Sith Order should be plentiful yet again throughout the stars in order to triumph. Cognis, on the other hand, held firm to the Rule of Two and threatened to kill Millennial if his beliefs were not corrected. I will continue to study at your feet, Master. I will learn from your wisdom. I will discover your secrets, unlocking them one by one until everything you know, all your knowledge, and all your power is mine. And once you are no longer of use to me, I will destroy you. One day I will surpass you, and on that day I will kill you. But that day is not today. Eventually, Millennial decided to run from his master, as he was terrified what the consequences would be if she found out what he planned to do. As Millennial fled into unknown space, Cognis selected a new apprentice to learn under her and become a true Sith Lord one day, eventually totally abandoning Millennial. Millennial eventually landed on the Sith world of Dromund Kaas, where he established a darkside cult loyal to him that began somewhat similar to the Order of the Sith. However, Millennial instead opted to train more members rather than just 2. Unfortunately though, Millennial's knowledge of the Sith was incomplete, and so he constructed a new order of Darksiders known as the Dark Force, and even constructed a new temple on the planet that those that followed the cult could worship within. Although for a time they were somewhat similar to the Sith, years later they fell off from their beliefs. As more time progressed, Millennial became aware that he would never become as powerful as a true Sith Lord, and that his master was ultimately correct. However, the cult still continued past his death, but was eventually destroyed on the command of Darth Sidious. Sidious did so as he desired to rid the galaxy of all Force groups that were no longer Sith, the Dark Force included. When Sidious ordered the cult destroyed, he didn't even deem them worthy of interference by a real Sith Lord, and therefore only sent Inquisitors to carry out the deed. These Inquisitors alone displayed their true power and the weakness of the Dark Force, as they wiped them all out with their superior powers and weaponry, not to mention training by true Sith Lords. In the manuscripts of the Sith, despite his natural strength with the dark side of the Force, Darth Millennial was ultimately deemed a fool and a traitor. But that was the story of Darth Millennial, and how he abandoned the Sith Rule of Two to create his own cult, and how the Sith returned to destroy it. But leave your thoughts on this failed apprentice of the Sith Rule of Two, and had you heard of Darth Millennial before this video? In the comments, I would like to know what your favorite Rule of Two era Sith Lord is. For me, it is of course either Darth Vader or Darth Sidious. Again, don't forget to enter the lightsaber giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.